Coming up, June 18th in Ottawa, Canada, the nation's capital. UFC Fight Night, I guess they're calling it 89. The main event, Rory MacDonald and Stephen Thompson, the co-featured bout, which I've heard a lot of people say should be considered the main event of the night. Canada's own Patrick Cote taking on Donald Cerrone. We're joined on the line by Patrick the Predator Cote. Pat, how's it going?
Pretty good, thanks.
This is obviously a huge fight for you. When this fight was announced, why did you, I guess before it was announced, why did you feel that this was the fight for you?
Like I said many times, I wanted a top 15. I called the entire top 15 since a year, I think so, and I wanted a ranking fighter or a big name. And, I think with Cerrone, it's 10 times better than a ranking guy. He's everywhere. Everybody knows him. He's gonna bring it. He's a fan favorite. He's fun to watch. He's fun. He always fights. It's very, very, very hard. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast. I'm a big fan of Cowboy Cerrone. It's gonna be an honor to share the cage with him.
I think when people assess your performances, especially over the last number of years, I think people have been surprised at how you have evolved as a martial artist. And you and I have talked in the past that people kind of pigeonholed you as a striker, that you've had all these abilities in your arsenal, whether it be the jiu-jitsu game and the wrestling game. Why are we only seeing it now?
That was just a confidence thing, I think so. Like I said many times, I had jiu-jitsu before, but I wasn't. I didn't have the guts to try it in a real fight. I was a little bit scared of putting myself in a bad position. But now it's not like that anymore. I changed my mind, and I've been working with good guys, sports psychologists, all those things, and it's just unblocked a lot of things that was holding me to do it during the fight. So I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 13 years, and I know stuff. I know jiu-jitsu. I know how to fight on the ground, and I'm happy now that I'm able to show that to everybody.
Is it different in a training scenario when you get to train with Lee and Fabio and those guys doing jiu-jitsu, and then you go into the cage? Can you accurately assess, is it going to be the same in the cage, in the training room, as it is inside of the world-famous octagon?
Yes, for sure. Because during training we try to do exactly like the fight's gonna be. So we try to be the more realistic as possible. And you mentioned Lee. He's a world champion in Abu Dhabi in jiu-jitsu. And let me tell you something, man. It's not fun to road him. He's strong as hell, and he's good. He's a legit black belt. But it helped me a lot. And when I'm going to in a fight, in my head, there's no way that nobody in the world can be stronger than him. So I'm happy that he's in my team. So I'm lucky. But I have a really, really good training partner. And like I said, when I'm going to the fight right now, it's all about confidence. I know I can fight everywhere now.
Now, we know that you don't overlook anybody. The sights are on Donald Cerrone for June 18th. But before this fight was signed, do you take a step back and look at what's going on in the rankings and see who the guys are in the top 10 and how you match up and how you can make your way through the ranks to get a crack at the UFC Welterweight Championship? Because especially now that George St. Pierre is out of the picture, it is kind of wide open. And I've heard a lot of people say that you match up very, very well with most of the fighters in the top 10, including the guy holding the championship right now in Robbie Lawler.
I believe too. There's no doubt in my mind that the entire top 15, I can beat those guys with the right preparation, with the right time, and if I'm healthy. In my head, I have no doubt in my mind that I can go and compete against those guys and win the fight. But like I said, Cowboy Cerrone he's not ranking in the welterweight division, but he's a win against Cerrone is gonna put me right in the mix. I'm sure of that because he fought for the world title in lightweight. He moved up, but he's still in the top. He's still in the best fighter in the world, even if he's not ranking in the welterweight division. It's gonna put me in the mix with a win against Cerrone. And like you said, I match up well with everybody in the top 15. That's why I was calling everybody, because I ain't scared of to share the cage with anybody in my weight class.
You seem, Pat, maybe mentally stronger than you ever have in the past. Is this the case? Why? Every time we've been around you the last little while, you have this glow, this aura. You feel confident. You fight confident. Is everything kind of going according to plan in your life?
I've been always very strong mentally, but I thought I was, at the top. But like I said, I've been working with sports psychologists, and we went somewhere that I didn't know that that was hiding in my head. A lot of spots that was I was carrying too much, and that was holding me maybe to let myself go during the fight, during a very special moment or very important moment, and I've been working on that a lot. And another thing too is, I work a lot for my after career. So since 3 years, I built my after career, and now I'm doing that because I'm still passionate about the sport. I still love it, the sport, not because I need it. So I'm 10 times less stressful than before, because this is not, if I'm not fighting, I'm not going to change my lifestyle. So now I'm just having fun and helping me to be very loose in the octagon, and very, very happy when I fight. And it's, in my head, it's just I'm going to having fun, so it's very, very easy to go there.
We've heard many fighters say that they try to emulate the things that Anderson Silva was famous for inside of the cage, being unhinged, being free. Are you able to get there? Because we talked to Michael Bisping, and he said even though he has a ton of experience, it's very difficult to get to that free state where you can express yourself the way that you want to inside of the cage.
It is hard. It is hard, but I think I reached the point that I'm almost there. I'm still a lot of, I think I still have work to do, but I'm very, very close to be very free when I'm going in the cage. For sure, you realize you're not going on a picnic when in the afternoon when on the day fight. You're going to punch somebody in the face, and he's going to try to do exactly the same to you. But this is just the little nerve that's giving you the edge to go there and compete well. And I'm using that now as in my favor. I'm using now not putting more pressure on my shoulder, but just to give a kick to motivate me more to go in the cage and compete well. And been working since I joined the welterweight division, and I'm planning to do exactly the same on June 18th.
As a martial artist, are you hoping that your opponent, that your dance partner, can take you places that you may have never been before inside of the cage? Or do you just want to go, execute, get out of the cage as unscathed as possible?
It's completely the opposite. Me, I want to put him where he's never been. That's the thing. If I fight my fight, I'll be comfortable, and I will run the show. I will run the fight. I will dictate the pace, and I'm gonna put him where he's never been before, and now he's gonna be in trouble. So that's my key. That's my style. That's what I want to do. I want to control the fight. So if I control the fight, he's gonna be in trouble. He's gonna be in danger. So that's the point.
After your fight goes down, Rory MacDonald, Stephen Thompson, that fight goes down. I'm sure you'll be drinking beers, enjoying your night, getting to watch this fight. As an analyst, you're on TV, you do this stuff. What do you think of this main event matchup? Rory will not have seen action in almost a year. Do you anticipate that he got better since that Robbie Lawler fight? And we've seen that Stephen Thompson has made improvements. He seems to have a real handle on what he wants to do inside of the cage now.
Thompson looks like unbeatable right now. This is insane. He's so skilled. It's so hard to fight this guy. I've been there with him, and why I had success even if I lost the fight. Some two judges gave me the first round. But even if I lost the fight, I was success because I was moving a lot. That's my style. I move a lot. I'm very light on my toes. I move my head a lot. And that's the key against this guy. If you stay straight like Johnny Hendricks did, he's going to eat you alive. And that's the problem. That's what I'm scared about Rory MacDonald, because in his last fight, the first 2 rounds, that was a nightmare for him against Lawler, because he wasn't moving his upper body, and he got tag and after tag. And after the second round, he looked like a mess. And after that, he started to adjust himself, and he had success. He almost finished the fight in the 4th round. But coming back from a big war like that, like Rory got against Lawler, it's never easy, especially when you lost. So it's gonna be interesting how Rory's gonna react. But if you want to stay on his feet, it's gonna be very complicated, man. It's Thompson, and they know each other very well. Mm-hmm. They've been training together a couple times, and but on stand up, right now, Thompson is probably the best striker in the division. This is just insane. He's able to go southpaw, orthodox. He's very good, and now he's training very hard for his takedown defense too, to keep the fight on his feet. So man, it's gonna be hard for Rory, but Rory is the number one contender. Rory's been in title fight for a reason. He's one of the best in the division. So I think that the winner of this fight is going to be the fans over there. This is an amazing main event for a fight night.
I think you're selling yourself a little bit short. I think all the fans that go to Ottawa for this ridiculous night of fights, I think they're all going to walk away the winners, as we have the main event, Rory MacDonald taking on Stephen Thompson, and of course your fight, Pat Cote taking on Donald Cerrone. Pat, we want to wish you best of luck in June, and I'm sure we'll see ahead of your fight with Donald Cerrone, and we're pretty confident that we will see you ranked in the top 10 in the coming months.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for the time, Pat. Patrick the Predator Cote takes on Donald Cerrone in our nation's capital. Make sure you visit FightNetwork.com or download our app for all the latest MMA, wrestling, and boxing news, videos, and podcasts. And don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.